Hi everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about backpropagation algorithm. So first of all, we would see what is backpropagation algorithm. It is one of the supervised learning technique. By using this backpropagation algorithm, okay, we are going to minimize the error function of a network. Here we are going to minimize the error function of error function of any neural network by using a techniques called gradient descent or delta rule. In these two techniques, here we are going to update the weights of a network whenever we would get the error rate is more, right? The main motive of this backpropagation algorithm is, okay, it is this algorithm looks for the minimum value of the error function. Okay, if we wouldn't get that, if the error function value is maximum, then we are trying to reduce the maximum value to the minimum value by applying the delta rule, or you may call the gradient descent algorithm rule here, right? So this backpropagation algorithm is one of the popular algorithm which is used in multi-layer perceptron. As you know that multiplayer perceptron is used, it is used to solve difficult or different kinds of classification problem. Why are we using multi-layer perceptron? Multi-layer perceptron is used to solve different kinds of data classification data problems in real time by using this backpropagation algorithm. Okay, backpropagation algorithm is based on error correction learning rule. This backpropagation algorithm is based on error correction rule. It is one of the most popular algorithm which is used in multi-layer perceptron. Multi-layer perceptron, by using multi-layer perceptron, okay, we can solve the different kinds of classification problems which data sets has more than two classes. Okay, so this is about small introduction about a backpropagation algorithm. Now in today's class, let us see the step-by-step process of backpropagation algorithm. Okay, what is the first step? Okay, the first step of the algorithm is initialize the input neurons, okay, comma weights and bias. Suppose assume this is one of the neural network. Okay, this is one of the example for neural network. Here we are having three layers. One is input layer. Input layer is represented with I1 and I2, I1 and I2, and hidden layer. Hidden layer, in under hidden layer we have two neurons. Those are H1 and H2. Next, output layer. Output layer is also having only two output neurons. First one is O1 and O2. In this network, here we have used only one hidden layer, right? This is one of the multi-layer network. Okay, one of the multi-layer network. This network has each and every signal. Each and every signal is have its own weights is represented with corresponding weights. Those weights are represented by using W1, W2, W3, W4, and W5, W6, W7, W8. Okay, these are the weights of this network. These weights are signals. Okay, signals in between one neuron to another neuron. After that, here we are having some bias values B1 and B2. Bias values are initialized with sometimes you may take this one, or you can initialize with some other values. That is your choice. Okay, now in back propagation algorithm, first what we have to do as a first step, you should initialize the input neurons. What are our input neurons? I1 is one input neuron, I2 is one input neuron. You should initialize these two neurons with values. After that, weights from W1 to W8, here we are having different signals. So you should initialize those weights also. Then bias values also. If you want to use one, it's okay. Otherwise, you may take another bias values. Okay, this is the first step of back propagation algorithm. Step 2. In step 2, okay, in step 2, we have to perform forward propagation. Forward propagation in the sense, we would read this network from input layer to output layer, which means here we are going to calculate the functions from input signals to output signals. Okay, this towards forward. So this kind of task is called forward propagation here. Okay, so from input layer means from I1 to O1, you should you should perform calculations up to O1, output of O1, right? This is the forward propagation. In this forward propagation, again we have the step 1. Under this step 1, compute net input and net outputs of a hidden layers. Okay, how many hidden layers are there with us? 2 hidden layers. Under hidden layer, 2 nodes are there, H1 and H2. Now, under step 2, first of all, you need to calculate input of H1 and the output of H1. Input of H1 and output of H1. Then after that, here we are going to calculate net input of H2 and net output of H2. Okay, you need to calculate these H1 and H2 input values as well as output values, right? So we'll see the formula for this. Okay, these are the formulas for calculating the H1. What is the H1 here? The H1 net H1 equal to W1 into I1, W2 into I2 plus B1 into 1. These are the net input for H1. So how many input signals are there for H1? Okay, from I1 into W1, that is one signal. Second signal is I2 from input node 2 to H1. I2 into W2. Okay, I1 into W1, I2 into W2. After that, this is the one. Okay, B1 plus B1 into 1 into B1. These are the 3 input signals for H1, right? One is from I1, second one is for I2, third one is for 1 or B1. So these are the equation for net input for H1. After that, what is the output of H1? What is the output of H1 we would get? The output of H1 is equal to 1 by 1 plus e to the power of minus net H1. Okay, that is the output of H1 here. Okay, as well as here, then again we would calculate for the H2 also. So how are we going to calculate the H2? In the same manner, net H2 equal to now H2, right? So what are the input signals for H2? First one, I1 into W3 plus I2 into W4 plus 1 into B1. These are the net input of H2. Okay, then What is net output of H2? Net output of H2 is 1 by 1 plus e to the power of net minus net H2 is the output of H2. Okay, so by this we have calculated or compute the net inputs and outputs of hidden layers H1 and H2. Okay, after this, what we have to do? Then calculate net input of O1, output layer O1, then net input of O1, output of O1. Okay, as well as calculate net input of O2, output of O2. Hidden layer nodes are O1. Then we have moved to next layer, that is output layer. At the output layer, we have two nodes. First one is O1, second one is O2. Okay, first of all, we should perform the calculation at O1. So O1 in the sense net input of O1, and output of O1. Then again net input of O2, output of O2. So what is the net input of O1? Okay, it is a output of H1 into W5 plus output of H2 into W6 plus 1 into B2. This is the net input of O1. Okay, so what is the net input of O2? Net input of O2 is output of H1 into W6, output of H2 into W8 plus B2 into 1. These are the net input of O2. After calculating O1 and O2, then output of O1 is 1 by 1 plus e to the power of minus net input of O1. At this place, 1 by 1 plus e to the power of minus net input of O2. These two are the outputs of O1 and O2. Then here this place we are going to calculate the error rate. After the output layer, we are going to calculate the error function. We are going to perform the error function. Okay. Then if the error is minimum, just this network, assume this network is a final model. If the error is maximum, okay, then we would perform the back propagation in this network. Okay, so again we'll see that equations for see, these are the compute net inputs and outputs of your output layer. Okay, so for that as we discussed now, net output 1 equal to W5 into output of H1 plus W6 into output of H2 plus B2 into 1. Okay, output of O1 equal to 1 by 1 plus e to the power of minus net O1. O1 in the sense output 1. So this is the calculation of output for O1 as well as output for O2 also same formulas, right? Then after this, output of O1 and output of O2 is calculated. Then what should we do? Now we're going to perform the error rate after the output layer. Then we would calculate the error function. For that, here the step 3 is, what is the step 3? We have calculate error function. Okay, if error function is maximum, Then execute step 4. If the error function is maximum, execute step 4. Otherwise, make the above network as a final model for predictions. No need of changes of any values or anything of that network. Okay, that network is used for future predictions. On the network, you can apply any kind of new data, then you would get the results. Okay, that means it's like predictions. Okay, so this is the step 3. In step 3, first of all, what we have to do? Calculate the error function. Okay, the output of this is the final calculation of error function. Okay, see the how we are going to calculate the error function. Error function at O1 in the sense output node 1. Okay, error function at output node 1 is equal to sigma 1 by 2 sigma into 1 by 2 into target minus output whole square. Target minus output whole square. What is the target here? Target is the fixed value or expected value by a author or you or me, anybody, right? So first of all, for that network, some kind of input is going, some kind of okay work we are expecting from some network. Then we have some idea, some guess. This network would produce this kind of output for the given input like that. Okay, that expectation is called the target here. Okay, now we are going to check the actual results of that particular network, the produced outcome of that network is same to our expected thing or not. If it is same, so we would finalize that model. Otherwise, okay, we are going for back propagation. I mean, we are going to perform the back propagation on the network. Okay, this is called a training of that model. This process is called the training of that model. Until unless we get the expected outcome from that network, right? Okay. How do we calculate that EO1? Error at the O1 is equal to sigma 1 by 2 into target minus output whole square. Output in the sense output 1, output O1 output whole square, as well as error for O2. Error for O2 equal to sigma 1 by 2 into target minus output whole square. Output in the sense output at O2, right? So the total error, how you are going to calculate the total error? The total error E total equal to, okay, error 1 plus error 2. Okay, error 1 EO1 error at output node O1 and error at output neuron O2. The if you will combine both, this is the total error. So what is our task now? If this total error is okay minimum, then stop the process. Okay, then finalize the given model with initialized weights. Okay, what are the weights we have taken? That weights are finalized for that model. If not, this error is maximum. Then what we have to do? We have to go for the execution of step 4. Okay, now we are at step 4. Clear? So then step 4. What is step 4 here? In step 4, backward propagation. What we are doing here? We are doing backward propagation in step 4. Okay. So under the backward propagation, okay, backward propagation, what we are going to do? we are going to update all the weights of a network by using gradient descent or by using a delta rule. Okay, both support the updations of a weights of a network in iterative manner. Okay, repeatedly we can change the or we can update the weights of a network, right? So in backward propagation, we are going to update all the weights of a network. First of all, suppose consider weight 5. Consider weight 5. We will calculate the rate of change of error with respect to change in weight W5 is, okay, this is the first we have to calculate this one. Error rate of total error rate by dou of total error rate by dou W5. Okay, dou W5 is not a direct value of dou E total. So that's why this formula can be okay. Okay, this is not a direct. This is not a direct formula, right? So why? Because W5 is not directly included in dou E total. That's because this total function can be split into 3 parts. Okay. Why? Because see this diagram. Where we get the E total? E total is calculated after the output of O1. So E total is came from the, I mean, calculated from the output of O1. So output of O1 is calculated based on the net input of O1. Net input of O1 is calculated based on the, okay, W5, W5, isn't it? So that's why here dou E total by dou output, dou E total by dou output of O1 into, okay, this is one. Next, dou output O1 by net O1. This is second. Okay. Next, dou net O1 by dou W5. So this is the dou net O1 by dou W5. These are the three. If you calculate these three functions, then you will get the error rate at W5, at W5. After calculating this, okay, after computing this formula, then finally you are going to update the W5 value. Okay, update the W5 value. W5 to the power of plus equal to, okay, updated value would be represented using plus symbol. Okay, W5 to the power of plus equal to old W5 value, which one we have initialized in starting, that old W5 value. Okay, then minus neta in the sense learning rate, neta into, so this formula in this, whatever the value we have, okay, we have got from this formula, that value is substituted here. By this we can calculate the W5. After calculating the W5 or after updating the W5 value, in the same manner, here you are going to calculate W6 value also. W6 also same. Okay. If you will get the error rate is maximum one time, you need to change all the weights, not only one weight, you must change. Okay, W1 to W8 values, W1 to W8 values. Okay, that's why after W5, after W5 plus, here you are going to update W6 value, then W7 value. Okay, then W8 value, Okay. So by this we have changed forward. Next, after this, we are going to change again what from hidden layer to input layer, W4, W3, W2 and W1 values also. Okay, you need to update these values also, right? Okay, so if after updating all the values of this network, after updating all the values of this network, what we have to do? We have to go for repetition of the same process from step 2. Okay, by using this updated new values, again you should perform the forward propagation, then calculate the error rate. If the error rate is as usual minimum, okay, finalize that model. Otherwise, again back propagation. Okay, this process will be repeated until unless you'll get the best model. Okay, or you may say that less error rate or zero error rate. Okay, so from this step onwards, again you should go for the repetition of the process from step 2. Clear? This is about back propagation algorithm. Thank you.